Hello, week notes 8. Um, yeah, this Monday, 6th of May. I think I might try and do this on a Sunday afternoon. So, set that, failed immediately. This week, lots of things going on. Been helping Jenny with a couple of projects. So, she's in fact currently working downstairs on this big uh, plan of a building that's going to have interactive audio elements on using a board like this, which is a bare conductive board. So basically these, can it focus on there? Yeah, so basically these little bits at the bottom, every time you make contact it plays a different soundtrack on a little SD card, and it's got a headphone jack in there and simple power on, and you can program it with Python, but I don't think we need to. Might need to do a little bit of a jiggery pokery, so that's a fun thing to play with. The other thing Jenny's been very much focused on is the Spot, which is this big project with a whole load of people, and the sort of launch of trying to raise the funds happened on Saturday. So the idea of this is a big community space to bring together the food project, the Ulverston Table Tennis Club who need a bigger venue. There's a CNC company called Voodoo. What are they called? Digital Voodoo, that's it, yeah. And they're going to be sort of fabbing out this place. Anyway, it's early days for this, but it's sort of raising the money, and it's a great space. It's the old auction mart in Ulverston. Yeah, and there's plenty of rooms for, I mean, Jenny's mostly concerned with places to build lanterns and all the community stuff that we need to do. We need a community hub because so many places have shut down. So, I mean, Jenny's been doing all that. I've laser cut a few badges. That's pretty much my involvement so far. Nice badges though, look. Anyway, yeah, so that's been going on. We had friends visiting. Well, my dad friends came up. We, yeah, that was a game. And then Pong, of course. So Pong, on to the actual construction stuff this week. This is a sort of vibe that I want to go for. Sort of very sort of retro, wobbly edge, 70s vibe. Looking at sort of 70s colour palettes, and this one really sort of sung to us. And just coming home from walking the dog today, I walked past Oxfam and saw these two jumpsuits in the window, and I thought, maybe me and Jenny could do a launch thing. Yeah, I bagsy the colourful one. Anyway, I don't know if that will happen. Jenny says they look... I won't tell you what Jenny said anyway. Yeah, so I put a design together with all this in mind. So I want a really curvy, sort of nice dome to it with a flat front. So my feeling is that most of it will be wood apart from the sort of central face bit. And it will kind of got this in mind of a kind of a geode, you know, with the rock and the sort of gems inside, so a hidden gem in the middle. So the rock is the kind of plywood wood layers on the outside. I've made a little mock-up of sort of how layers might work. There, so you can see this is several layers sort of together, stacked on top of each other. So you get that sort of cave-like stepping up, and then each layer a different colour with, it's just arrived actually some orange pleather to go on the top that I'm hoping might work. I've learned how to cut a bigger piece of cardboard than the base of my laser cutter by doing some, you put markers down and do a cut, and then you move everything, and then you align to the markers, and then do another cut, new markers, so you can push the whole thing through and make something which is actually behind me. I've got a picture of it here. So this is how it looks at the moment. So underneath all that is a TV on a stand, which I've sort of gutted the TV back down to its bare essentials, and then this is just a mock-up of the sort of biggest sized board, because I wanted to test if I could cut this, and I think it's gonna work from my experiment so far. I don't know about the pleather, whether we can cut pleather. I even thinking about doing stitching around the outside in a sort of darker orange or brown sort of colour. That's the kind of plan. I've got, we went to the actual motor museum, haven't been there for ages, and now we're seeing 70s designs everywhere. This is one of the lovely bikes they've got on there. So yeah, it's all leading towards this same sort of design. The offcuts for this they're lovely as well. So all these laser offcuts, they're all stacked all over my desk and everywhere. A lot of this is sort of measuring. I've got myself one of these little caliper tools for measuring, which makes everything a bit easier. So this is, I need a hole to put the webcam through, so I need to measure everything up, add a bit to it, make sure I need to, I find it quite hard thinking in 3D, so I need to sort of, the front bit of the lens sticks through, and then I need to cut the lower layers to fit the whole webcam. So yeah, I use a bit of software called Inkscape, free bit of open source software. So yeah, I don't know what I've recorded myself doing here. Oh yeah, this is what I tend to do is make a thing that's the size of the webcam, or in this case the actual screen, so I can see that, like in the screen's case, that the bits I want to be able to see through will hit the screen, and the frame will actually cover the metal bit of the telly. So yeah, there's a lot of sort of measuring, setting things up, trying them out, and I always have to do sort of cardboard test prints. So any cardboard comes away gets cut up in interesting shapes and stuck on the telly. This is me. Oh, listen to that noise. A bit of laser cutting going on. This is cutting that template with the different layers. I do love having a laser cutter. It is a wonderful, wonderful tool. Makes it much quicker. Yeah, I think that's probably all. I should ramble on again. We've done loads this week, but hopefully we'll have some pleather cutting for next week. Anyway, bye.